Would you still touch a statue if it meant certain death within just 7 days? The most terrifying cursed statues on earth await, and one deadly fact at the end will haunt your soul forever. Number 10. The Crying Angel. Serbia. In the depths of Serbia's countryside lies a forgotten cemetery, and buried deep within, an angel statue stands with her hands covering her face. Known as the Crying Angel, locals say her eyes weep blood at night. But this isn't the shocking part. Years ago, a group of curious teens dared each other to touch the statue during a full moon. Within a week, every single one of them died mysteriously. One was electrocuted during a sunny day, one drowned in a dry field, and one simply vanished. No body, no trace. Stay with me, because this is the first of many. And trust me, brace yourself. This is where it begins. Because here's the twist. Get ready for a shocking twist. This will blow your mind. The statue was moved by authorities in 2015 to protect the public. But 2 workers who handled it, both were found dead in their homes on the exact 7th day. No signs of violence, just lifeless. And now, whispers claim the angel's head turned slightly, and up the faces east, as if searching for her next victim. But number 9 is even worse. This statue doesn't just kill you, it makes you take your own life. Number 9. The Suicide Saint. Italy. Hidden in a forgotten chapel in Naples is a statue known as San Morte, or the Suicide Saint. With hollow eyes and a serpent coiled around its legs, it was created by a sculptor who, according to diary records, killed himself the day after completing it. Sounds like a coincidence? Think again. Tourists who touch the base of the statue experience nightmares so vivid, they wake up screaming, and some never wake up at all. One German backpacker filmed himself jokingly placing his hand on the statue's foot. He uploaded it to his travel blog. Exactly 7 days later, he live-streamed his suicide from a hotel balcony. His last words? "It's inside me now." Now, wait for it. Pay attention. A hidden truth is coming. Recent thermal scans of the statue revealed something bone-chilling. It has a beating heat source inside, like a faint heartbeat. Scientists say it's impossible. Locals say it's his soul, still trapped, feeding off those who dare to touch it. And if you think that's dark, number 8 will ruin your sleep tonight. Number 8. The Child of Despair. Japan. In a misty temple outside Kyoto sits a small stone child. At first glance, it looks harmless, cute even, but those who touch it report hearing a child's cry in their dreams. Each night louder, more disturbing. On the 7th night, it screams. One man, a software engineer, touched the statue while on a tour in 2013. He laughed about it later, calling the legend childish. Exactly 7 days later, neighbors heard a piercing shriek from his apartment. When police arrived, they found him smiling, eyes wide open, his hands clenched to his ears, eardrums ruptured. The autopsy, no clear cause of death. Heads up, the next part will leave you frozen. Get ready for a shocking twist. A Buddhist monk once tried to cleanse the statue with a ritual. Cameras were rolling, but halfway through the chant he froze, then screamed in a voice not his own. He collapsed and never woke up again. His final recorded words? "The child is not alone." Number 7. The Siren of Stone. Scotland. On the edge of a desolate Scottish coast, there's a statue that sings to you, but only at night, and only if you've touched it. Locals call her the Siren of Stone. She's shaped like a woman with no face, just a smooth blank head and arms outstretched. Fishermen say her voice lures people to the cliffs at night, and they jump. In 1999, 5 tourists vanished after touching her and camping nearby. No bodies. But their tent, food, and even wallets were left behind. As if they just walked into the sea. Here comes a shock. Focus now. Hold tight. Something bizarre is coming. Years later, a diver searching the seafloor nearby found 5 perfectly preserved stone figures, each in a screaming pose. DNA testing showed traces matching the missing tourists. This suggests the statue didn't lure them into the sea. It transformed them. Let that sink in. But number 6, it's not just deadly, it's cursed across continents. Number 6, the Statue of Broken Promises, Egypt, relocated to London. This next statue wasn't always cursed, but it became cursed after being stolen. Originally part of a temple wall in ancient Egypt, the statue depicted a kneeling woman with open hands, titled Keeper of Oaths. But after a British expedition smuggled it to London in 1860, everyone involved met grisly fates: diseases, suicides, freak fires. The museum staff joked that the statue was angry, but then something terrifying happened. One evening, a visitor touched the statue. She returned days later, sobbing. Her fiancé had left her, her house caught fire, and she was diagnosed with a fatal illness. 7 days. Everything gone. Get ready. Something unseen is coming next. Get ready for a shocking twist. Security footage caught something impossible. On the 7th night after that woman's visit, cameras showed the statue's head slowly turn toward the exit, with no one touching it. And since then, no one's been able to keep the statue still. It shifts slightly every week. Today, it's locked in a basement vault, surrounded by salt, chains, and warning signs. And yet, some say it's smiling now. Number 5. The Nameless Weeper, Romania. In the haunted forests of Hoia Baciu, there lies a statue that wasn't built, it was discovered. Locals claim it emerged from the earth itself, an eerie, faceless woman carved entirely from black stone, hunched in grief. No artist, no origin, just there, waiting. A curious botanist tried to measure its material. The moment he touched it, birds around him fell from the sky, dead. 7 days later, he collapsed at a lecture. Autopsy? No illness, no cause, just a boti, heart, that stopped cold. Now wait, this next part is not for the faint-hearted. Warning, something disturbing is coming. A psychic medium once placed her hands on the statue to communicate with it. Her final words, recorded live? She has no name, because she has no soul. And then, she bit off her own tongue. To this day, the statue is said to cry black tears on the 7th day of every full moon. And guess what? A full moon rises tonight. But number 4, it doesn't just kill you. It controls you. Number 4, the Puppet King, India. In a crumbling fort near Rajasthan, there's a hidden room sealed for decades. Inside, under thick tarps and chains, sits a royal statue, life-sized, golden, and wearing a crown. But this is no ordinary king. He has no eyes. Just gaping, hollow sockets. They say those who touch him become his living puppets. For 7 days. In 2018, a thrill-seeking influencer snuck into the fort, touched the statue, and began behaving strangely. He spoke in ancient dialects, addressed strangers as my subjects, and demanded they kneel. On day 7, he vanished. His phone was found, still recording. The last frame? His eyes. Missing. Hold on tight. Here comes a terrifying twist. Brace yourself. This truth is sickening. When the statue was scanned using ground-penetrating radar, experts found wires and rods inside, like bones made of gold. But here's the horror. The wires were wet, as if pulsing, alive, even after 400 years. And what's next is hell itself. Number 3, The Whispering Devil, Mexico. In an abandoned village near Oaxaca, a blood-red statue hides in a broken church. Locals refuse to even speak its name. They say it whispers secrets, but only when it's touched. A visiting journalist didn't believe the legends. He laughed, touched the statue, and recorded the audio overnight. Next morning, his hotel room was soaked in blood. Walls, floor, ceiling, but no body. Just his camera, still recording, the whisper. Now you are part of me. And that's not all. Pay close attention. This twist is unholy. Weeks later, his body was found 600 miles away, entombed in a hollow statue, deep in a museum basement. DNA confirmed it. He'd become the next statue. That's right. The Whispering Devil absorbs its victims. Number 2. It's far older than humanity, and it kills in ways science can't explain. Number 2. The Fallen God, Antarctica. Buried under the ice, found by accident during a 2002 research mission, was a mere humanoid statue over 10 feet tall, with wings made of ice that never melt. Its face, unreadable. Not human, not animal. The moment a scientist touched it, he collapsed, foaming at the mouth, screaming a name no one could pronounce. The expedition vanished. 7 days later, a rescue team found their tents, completely untouched. Meals half-eaten, but no bodies, just tracks, leading to the edge of a newly formed crevice, now known as the Mouth of God. And here's the earth-shattering twist. Ready? This will change what you believe. Satellite images from space captured a heat signature under the ice. It pulses, once every 7 days. Some believe the statue isn't a statue at all. It's sleeping, waiting. But number 1, this one still exists. And it's possibly the most cursed object on Earth. Number 1, the Death Mother, United States, location hidden. They call it Mother of Silence. No face, no name. But her story? Unspeakable. This statue was created in 1923 by a grieving mother who lost 7 children in 7 days. She sculpted it from their ashes. When she finished, she kissed the statue's lips and died in her sleep that same night. The statue vanished for decades, until it was found in a private collector's home. He too was dead. On the 7th day, after purchasing it, his heart had exploded. Here's where it gets even more terrifying. Warning: you're about to hear something never spoken aloud before. Don't blink. The twist is coming. In 2021, a group of paranormal experts tried to debunk the legend. They recorded thermal data, vibrations, and pressure patterns around the statue. What they found: the statue breathes. Slowly, once every 7 hours and 7 minutes. And even worse, anyone who touches it hears a lullaby, a song only they can hear. Soft, sweet, and forte, completely personalized. No 2 people report the same lyrics. On the 7th day, they die, smiling. Today, the statue is sealed underground, guarded by armed officers who are ordered to never look it in the face. And now, the final shocking fact. You made it. But here's something no one has ever dared to reveal. There is a hidden file, allegedly leaked from a Vatican vault, mentioning a 13th statue, made of bone and shadow. It's never been found, but it appears in multiple photos taken accidentally around the world, and every person who viewed those photos died within 7 days. That's why none of those photos can be shown publicly, not on YouTube, not anywhere, because just seeing the 13th statue might be enough. Yes, even watching a video could be fatal. So, if your screen glitches, if the sound distorts, if you hear whispers tonight, don't look behind you. Was your heart racing? If you're still here, you're braver than most. Comment below. Which statue scared you the most? and tell us, should we reveal more forbidden objects from around the world? Please subscribe, because hitting that button gives me new motivation to dig deeper, go darker, and bring you terrifying truths no one else dares to. And maybe, just maybe, it'll protect you. Until next time, don't touch the statues. Inshallah, you'll live to tell the tale.